The battle plan, one of my favorite words to use. We've covered the goal and commitment part already, so now we need to install the right knowledge so we can create realistic battle plans to get to our destination. For example, we have a yearly goal. It's getting to $20,000 a month. The first thing we're going to do is split this goal up in months. So the remaining months of the year are December, November, October, September and August. We split them up in months. We have the yearly goal, now we have the months here. For example, if the goal is getting to 20 clients by the end of the year, we'll now have to calculate how many clients a month we would need to sign to get to that amount of the end of the year. For example, there are 5 months left in the year. We want to get 20 clients. So we now know that we need to close 4 clients every month if you want to get to 20 clients at the end of the year. I always add some time of setup in the beginning. So for example, we can even split it up in the first month. We're going to find our scripts, we're going to find our systems and all put them in place. And then from the second month, we're going to start to close, but then we only have 4 months instead of 5 to get to 20. So we have to close 5, 5, 5, 5 instead of 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. That's also possible. That depends a bit on where you're at your journey, but I picked a huge goal, of course, for if you would have zero experience at all. So if you have zero experience at all, I would recommend starting a little bit lower, like I explained already. So now we calculated our main structure. We now need to calculate how we will get to 5 or 4 clients that month individually. And now we will do the same, but we will just go deeper and deeper into dividing our schedule. So now we're going to we came from years, split it down to months, and we're now going to go to months, splitting it down in weeks. We will calculate exactly what needs to happen weekly if you want to get to 5 clients a month. For example, if we know that there are 4 to 5 weeks in a month, we know we need to get on average 1 close a week. And then we're going to split it up even more from weeks to days. And we're now going to calculate how much it will take and what inputs it will take to get to that 1 close every week. What really helps with this is knowing your KPI, your key performance indicators. They can be very specific. If you know, for example, you have a 20% closing rate, you know you need to book 5 calls to get a close. If you know you have a 30% booking rate, you know you need to send 60 messages to book 20 meetings. It's that easy. But if you have no KPI, you just have to test and test out a bit. It's not going to be that precise and that correct, but that doesn't matter. You're going to upgrade your skill of making battle plans. You're going to receive data so you can make more precise and accurate battle plan. So wherever you are at the skill stage, it doesn't matter, you should do the same, and it's getting to work. So for example, to getting to 1 close a week, we aim to book 1 to 3 appointments a day, 2 to 3 appointments a day, 2 to 3 appointments a day, 2 to 3 appointments a day. This is another example. I just gave one of my clients, but this structure I like, so ignore what's on here, about the inputs, just ignore them. Just look at the structure, please. So if you want to close 1 person a week, we, for example, aim for 10 to 15 appointments. With 10 appointments, if you have only a 10% closing rate, you will have already a close. So now we know we need to send 1,000 messages a week. Let's divide it more up in days. We need to send 200 messages a day. So we can book 10 to 15 calls a week. So we can close 1 person a week. So we can close 4 to 5 persons a month. So we can get to our 20 client goal at the end of the year. So this is the superpowers of making a battle plan. You have a set in stone direction to go to with a sharp ass battle plan to get towards it. The only thing you need now is commitment. But I think we're good on that after our last episodes. By the way, this battle plan was made for a client when he just started working with us. He had no experience at all. He was 15 years old and he could completely smash this battle plan. We started together in July, started the battle plan in August. He never scheduled a meeting before. They never closed the meeting before, and they all smashed their goals edges of our structure. So that's what we're getting into in the next modules, the real business sauce. But first, the last couple of points.